Great state of Seattle, Washington, from the dopest hierarchy in the nation. The chosen ones, are you in the building? Are you guys in the building? All right. So my topic is building a business out of state. And is this a locker room, or do we got to be like GP?
This is locker room.
Okay.
You can talk straight today, right?
Yeah. Okay, cool. Well, one of the first things you got to do, I want you guys, everybody hold your hands out like this.
Let's go, let's see.
Just hold your hands out like that.
Let's see.
Everybody, just hold your hand.
I'm doing it.
Okay? Y'all not being coachable. It all depends. There, you might, no, I don't know. We'll see. All right, cool. The first thing you got to do is you got to have some big balls to start out of state. Okay? I'm serious because I think doing this business period can be a little scary, but doing it by yourself, when you ain't got a coach to run to, you get on a phone call away. I didn't have FaceTime, so I couldn't FaceTime them. So you gotta take the information and take it back to your state. And so that takes a lot of courage. It takes a lot of discipline. It takes a lot of, there's no one to confide to. There's no teammates. It was just me. So how I kind of started the business is my first orientation, I flew to California to do my orientation.
Boxing homies, 3-on-1, got DP, but it ain't drop. Trip on me, yeah, I come through. Spin around the block, they broke down. He said I ran a stop sign, but that's a lie. I spent my whole life staring at the stage, playing safe, but daddy smoking. Mama playing spades, get your papers. Grandma said I get some Jordan for my grades. That's my baby. When she died, my heart broke 100 ways. I spent my whole life trying to make it, trying to chase it. It's like over black man divide, trying to break it. You take the lost shit, no God about it, just embrace it. Find a setback for major comeback, that's my favorite. When L said you do a song with lips, Kate out here better. I said here, man, I first you hear the words out of lips about flourishing from the streets to black businesses. Level 4, y'all living, giving to false imprisonment. Listen close, man. It's bigger than deuces and false, man. Since elementary, we do close, man. It's straight like that. I give you the game, go back to the turf and give it right back. For generations, we done dealt bad years for bad plans. Prove your dedication by hopping up grand hands. You make the premier politicking with top living. Snoop down, clock watching the way you move. Dedication.
Hold up.
Blah. It's like entertainment. It's fun on the splash shit. These songs just the spirituals I swam against the waves with. Ended up on shore to their amazement. Now I hope the example I set's not contagious. Lock us behind gates but can't tame us. Used to be stay safe, now stay dangerous. Cause ain't no point playing defense. That's why I dove off the deep end. Going out like that. Couple minutes on the road on my life track. Cook the books, bring it back so there's no taxes. Royalties, publishing, plus our own masters. I'd be damned if I slave for some writers. So I was mapping this out, I hit the ice backwards. Hopping out the 85 and Reebok classes. Ran a couple little fouls just to get established. To make it happen, you got to have dedication. Hard work, plus patience. Some more my sacrifice, I give away. Don't wait, told you that I wasn't playing. Now you hear what I've been saying. Dedication. Woo!
actually in the gym on the treadmill, got a phone call from a mutual friend of ours and asked me to meet with them. And I didn't know who I was meeting with. I just followed through with a great friend of mine, doing her a favor. And that afternoon, they came up to my home, and I met them, sat with them at the kitchen table, and talked about some financial services concepts and strategies, and which I've done 1,000 times before. And then this conversation quickly switched to, the entrepreneur side of what I do. And I did not know that Mel already owned several restaurants. Did not know that actually Mikhail was a TMZ journalist, investigative journalist. No one told me that. It wouldn't have changed my conversation. So we were just talking about their situation financially and what I did for a living, and they want to know, how was I living like this? Obviously, I live in a penthouse in Beverly Hills, and they were just really amazed as a black man from the inner city, as Mel is from the inner city as well, Los Angeles. He's from Compton, I'm from South Central. I think that really made a big difference as well. And then they decided to come move forward and come work with me and my family. And most people that start a business, they don't get started right away. They think about it too much, but they got involved, and the next day they were bringing people up to my penthouse for interviews. And that's how we met, and we've been partners now. Fast forward, just 2 years later, now we're vice presidents.
Hey, calm down, y'all. Calm down. Before they get closer.
Hey, Mel.
Hey, Coach.
How you doing? Are you with Mikhail?
Yes, I'm great. I'm here with my family. We're watching the screen right now.
This is Coach Cornegay. Well, thank you so much for your patience. I know it's been a long wait, and we're still in the first round, so we're excited about this. We've been watching you now since the minute you got in the league. And the work you put in, the discipline that you have, and the stats are just unbelievable what you and Mikhail have done in your short time here in this game. We like to ask you to invite you to give it an invitation to come play with us right here for the end.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's bring to the stage our newest RVPs. You know this Taco Mail, our prime insurance mail. Now to us from Raquel and Mel.
They not like us. 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 Hey, what's the whole beat? Beat both beat back. He a free throw man down. Tell him emblems. Tell him free throw Nelly. Tell the cross he walk around like Tito. What's up with these Tony? Trying to see Compton. They in the street and hate. From all in the mama. How many options you got?
Didn't take short because did it the right way. You were a great example. You have to talk about it forever. Right. Y'all show some love. They're celebrities in their own right. They'll probably be at the BET Awards one. For real. No, we here, G. Here with us. They're celebrities, as you see him on TMZ all the time. Obviously, Taco Bell needs no introduction. He's the only black guy with taco stand I know of. Okay, the taco business now, but I thank you so much. Y'all show some love for Mel and Kel. He wants to.
My son told me I look like Mickey Mouse earlier. You see that I had this little, he called me Mickey Mouse. I'm still mad.
Oh my God.
So you know, you guys know me, I don't speak much, you know, so I wrote something, you know, to chat GPT.
You got it, man.
Let's go, Mel. Let's go, Mel. Let's go.
We're deeply humble, you know, and grateful for this moment. Achieving this RVP promotion means the world to us. In such a short time, this company has transformed our lives for the better. We made it, but you know, our journey is far from over. With the determination Raquel and I share, we're destined to become million-dollar earners before long. Together we're an unstoppable force. We're capable of conquering anything. Having a partner like Raquel in this business is truly invaluable. Let me share a bit about me and Raquel. I own 3 restaurants, while Raquel is a former TV journalist. We've been together for a little bit over 9 years, and we have 5 children. I grew up in the city of Compton, raised by entrepreneurial parents. My mom's right there, my stepfat's right there. Right there.
That's your sister. You want? That's your sister. That's gotta be your sister. Yeah, Mom.
So I grew up in the city of Compton. I was raised by entrepreneurial parents. My mom owned daycare centers, and my dad ran his own contracting business. It was a wonderful childhood filled with inspiration. When we first heard about Primerica, it was like discovering gold. Like we never heard anything like this. You know, seeing the lifestyle some of you were living convinced us that this was our path. Raquel and I are people of integrity. I'm sorry. I need my glasses. We are people of integrity. And we knew from the start that we would succeed in this business. It was never just about the money. In fact, we didn't even cash our first check for the first year and a half. We still have about $60,000 in expired checks somewhere. No, I don't know, Raquel, where they at? Come on, man. I think about those checks every day. I just want to see it in the account. That's even worse. So, from the very beginning, we realized we were part of something bigger, a crusade. Gary's passion during the presentation resonated deeply with us, especially when he exposed the truth about whole life versus term insurance. I'll never forget the look on his face when he saw how much I was paying for life insurance. And it was eye-opening, and it fueled my passion for advocating for the middle-class families. That's why I'm so passionate about term insurance and helping families invest wisely. You know, Tony, you know, I follow what he does because it's my stepfather. You know, he's very successful in what he do. He's a real estate guru. He was a fire chief, for over 30 years. 38. Over 38 years. He just recently retired. So I follow. His financial. I asked him who's his financial advisor. He told me it was a guy named Urban Who. He sent me him. Urban Who. He sold me on the IUL, right? But the whole time he had an annuity. I never questioned him about it. I just wanted to do what he did, But he had an annuity. He sold me an IUL, so I'm investing in this IUL for years, for 3 years straight. And I had about $70,000 in my cash value. When I met Gary, I canceled it, right? Because it only made sense. You know, for my children. At least I'm still young. I was only, 32 years old at the time. And, you know, like I said, it only made sense for me to leave my children. If something wasn't happening to me prematurely, to leave my children, you know, double the coverage of what I had. I only had $800,000. You know, I was paying $1,600 a month. Damn. Yeah. I met Gary. He read my policy, and man, I wrote into here so we can get to it. I'm sorry, y'all. So, you know.
Take your time. Take
It's
your
your
time.
time.
We achieved $100,000 in earnings since joining. We won every company trip and we received countless recognition. Primerica truly stands as one of the greatest companies on earth. I would extend my heartfelt thanks to the Cornegades for their guidance throughout this journey, for the continued support. We came into this without any prior knowledge of financial services, but with our mentorship, with their mentorship, we've learned, grown immensely. It's an honor to be coached by the best in the business.
Yeah.
Together, with our drive, determination, and unwavering support of this hierarchy, there's no limit to what we can achieve. Thank you all for believing in us and being a part of this incredible journey.
Come on, man. Come on, Raquel.
No, but first I would like to thank the Cornegate family, of course, you know what I'm saying? You guys have literally mentored us through the entire way. I don't want to sound too much front and center because I'm so nervous, so.
You got it, Raquel. It's your
So,
time.
you know what, this is crazy because I just want to thank, our team for standing by us and working, with us because we had an amazing team to obviously help us make it here. And, when we came into the business 2 years ago, as soon as I got licensed, my grandmother died, right? So that was my first, I actually learned about the experience when we were inside of a meeting. It was our first fast start school, and then Mill's taking me out. I'm like, yo, Mill, we're supposed to get an award here. Like, what's going on? He takes me to the car and then tells me my grandmother passed. Shortly after, a couple months, then I lost my father. You know what I'm saying? Which is the hardest experience I've ever been through. And then, of course, my cousin, right? But throughout this business, though, this company, during the losses, taking 3 different losses, and of course, the biggest ones I've ever had, was still able to make, close to almost $300,000 in a 2-year time.
That part.
It's a blessing to be, in a position to win here.
Yeah.
This company is truly a multi-million-dollar company. Yeah. And I don't think that a soul in here should ever take for granted about what's happening before you in this company.
Yeah.
Keep in mind your mission. Understand your goal. You have to get to the bigger picture. We came in here from the ground running and did not stop. We started, Gary showed us the blueprint and we didn't need to see no more. You know what I'm saying? G2 and Gary literally was coaching all of our team. Be coachable. Remember your opportunity that's here because every single person, if you really understand your goal, you will become a millionaire. So I just want to thank everybody though, because everybody for challenging us, competing with us, you know what I'm saying? Each one of you guys made sure that we stayed on our toes and we ran it all the way up. That's why we're so, once again though, Shay, Kamal, Dan, and Keisha, Eli, Miss Wanda, honestly, all of our team, though, for real, who has really been there for us, you guys, I really thank you. You really pushed us to be great.
Thank you.
You know what I'm saying? It's an amazing to also, though, I want to, seriously, though, Gary, and Kishana, everybody, Miss Pat, I didn't understand nothing about the business. I never was educated at all, but you really showed me a way for our kids, for me and Mel to win. And for this, we can never be grateful. All right, like I just want to thank you from, the bottom of my heart, because we are going to show you exactly what a millionaire and how fast one is going to become. That's right. And you're looking at them. Okay?
Not yet. Chosen ones are no longer. But we're coming after them. It's okay. All right. We want to. Gary asked us to talk about environment. Okay, this is really important for us, guys. And we're gonna give you. A long time ago, somebody said, "Hey, what's your culture like? What is Desert Heat culture? What does your team do? How do they move? What is it? What are they all about? Do you have culture codes?" And then I said, you know what? We don't have nothing written down. So about 15 years ago or 10 years ago, I don't know how long it was, we wrote down our culture. And we're gonna be just going back and forth on the culture codes here that we have. So we're gonna get started with the first one. It says show up to all events. Rule number 1 is showing up. So the lowest level of commitment anybody could make is showing up. One time, somebody set it up on stage, right? They said the lowest level of commitment you could do is showing up. Showing up is easy, right? You guys are here. There's a lot of people that should be here that are not here, and they didn't show up. So a big indicator of them telling you, I want to win, is that they're here. You see what I mean? So if they're not here today,
75% in the base, 78% personal, broke premium records with over $33,000 in premium, broke biggest replacement record with 60 codes, 3 replacement legs, which we have we have plaques for them. They got the $50,000 watch just recently, and all that is good. But let me tell you something, man. They're life-changing individuals. They're one of the most hardest working, most disciplined people that I know. Seriously, very, very disciplined. They're the first ones to get there at the office, the last ones to leave. Before they leave home, they pray over the office, they pray over their leaders, they pray over their team. And no wonder they became regional vice president in an honorable way. Also, Gary and his wife approved this promotion. Stamp of approval. We're super excited for them. We're very happy for them. Help me welcome to the stage the amazing new regional vice president. Ceremony. I want to recognize Johnny and Jackie replacement. It's going to be hard to replace Johnny and Jackie, but these guys, we believe in them. We believe that they're going to do something great. We believe that they are the next regional vice president. Help me welcome to the stage, first replacement, Anaí Rodriguez and Gamaliel Lozano.
Right. Amen.
And to our amazing team, to our replacement, we love you guys so much. And I hope we get to our VP. And I want to thank my amazing partner, Johnny Avila. He's amazing. I couldn't have done this without him, right? So God truly blessed me with an amazing partner. And I'm just so grateful, you know, we're so grateful and so blessed to be here amongst all of you guys, right? A lot of you guys, we admire you guys in the business, so we're super excited to be here. And like the video said, right, obviously business is not easy, but like Hector said, if you get better, the business gets better, right? So we're just so grateful to be part of Primerica and to now become regional vice presidents, right? I never came here because I wanted to become a regional vice president. I just came here to make extra money, but I just fell in love with the way that, with this opportunity, you know, how you grow as a person, the people around us changing their lives, and we're like, man, if Primerica is so good, if it's changing so many lives, why can't it change ours, right? And the same thing to you guys, right? If you guys are fighting for RVP, just go for it. Just go for it, keep fighting, whatever your goals are to go RVP, right? Hit them. One of ours was to get 100 licensed agents before going RVP, right? And that was all because of Johnny, you know, that was his goal. But whatever your goal is just speak it into existence, right? Because anything's possible, but that was pretty much it.
Let's go!
When Raul got started in the business, Raul was actually my cousin, right? And when he started field training, right, he sat down with my parents and he insured my dad and my mom. That was when I was 9 years of age. And when I turned 18, my dad passed away and Raul handed over my mom a check of $137,000. So you guys are in the right company, right? And then at 18, I wasn't ready, it wasn't my time, right? But Raul kept following up at 19, at 20, at 21, and finally at 22. I checked the time and everything, it wasn't the month end. The last day, right before the month end ended, he submitted my IBA. I didn't know that until later, right? But because he didn't give up on me, we both didn't get off to a fast start, but we saw the big picture, we saw the vision, right? And you're gonna go through things. Last year, my sister was diagnosed with cancer, right? And thank God to Primerica, she's on the waiver of premium, so Primerica has been paying for her policy for over a year. She hasn't paid for it. The best company ever, right? The month that my sister got diagnosed was the month that we did 114 recruits, right? So in this business, as long as you don't give up and you're willing to go through all the struggles, things are gonna happen. As long as you're willing to, if you fall down, get back up, it's gonna happen for you guys. Now, it's been a good 5 years, right? But we didn't give up, and that's the thing that a lot of people. There's so many good people out there, and they give up too soon. And we knew our time is coming, and we always prayed for everyone, and we always cheered for everyone and everything, and we're grateful for the coordinators for allowing us to plug in because they allowed us to be in their environment. We're grateful for everyone around us that has poured into us, and this is just the beginning, it's not the end. We're just getting started, but we're super grateful, we're super excited. Thank you guys. start by thanking God. Without God, this wouldn't have been possible. I want to thank our team. I want to go ahead and thank our coaches, Coach Raul, Noemi, everybody in the office that has helped us along the journey. And I want to thank our family for always supporting us, being there for us. And I want to give a huge shout out to my partner, Jackie. Without her, I wouldn't have been able to do this either. We're super excited for what's coming. It's just the beginning. This is not the end. And thank you guys for watching this video. Thank you guys for supporting us. And we're super excited.
Yes, thank you all to you that made it today. You know, we really appreciate you coming today and enjoying this day with us. It's a very special day. We want to thank our leaders, Raul and Noemi. You guys are amazing. Thank you so much for everything you guys have done in our lives. I want to say a special thank you to the person that brought me into this business, Yanel Rodriguez. I want to thank one of my trainers, Abraham Flores, as well. And we want to thank our team. You know, we love you guys. We really pray that God blesses you like the way you guys have blessed us. And we're just super grateful for everybody that has ever poured into us, for any leader that's here that has ever helped us with anything. We want to thank you from the bottom of our hearts. And those of you that are fighting to go RVP, we just want to encourage you. We want to inspire you because you're next. You can do it. You're going to be the next RVP. And we just want to thank our parents, our siblings, our nieces and nephews. We love all of you and we do this for you.
If you're going through some challenges, some struggles, it's all part of the journey. Don't give up. Keep fighting for your goals and dreams. We're super excited. If we can do it, you guys can also do it. Thank you, guys.
All right. Nobody's listening to Jay-Z these days. It's like, it is all good. Man, Noemi, can we give Noemi a round of applause? Every time she touches the mic. Right. Every time she touches the mic, she just drops the mic. It's like, man, she's got some power to her. My cousin Brandon's texting was like, I need a Noemi. I said, look in her base shop, bro. Maybe you can find somebody. No, I'm joking. Hey, but listen, man, has this been an amazing event?
Yeah.
Y'all, this is just the appetizer. It hasn't even gotten started yet. This is the locker room, the meeting before the meeting, but raise your hand if you got some type of value, some type of takeaway, a mindset shift, or a physical shift. Hey, listen, who knows it's not always going to be berries and cherries, right? You know that? I think Glenn is a great example of that, man. Give it up for Glenn Smith again, right? It's a trip, man, watching this dude Glenn, man. When I think about perseverance and I think about somebody that's just determined to make shit happen, I think about him. And the cool part about it is he's so young. Yeah. He's so young and he doesn't have a big why. Some people are like, oh, my kids. Some people are like, oh man, my wife or my husband. This dude is like, I'm doing it for the gusto. I'm doing it for the glory. I'm doing it just cuz. Right. And when you got people like that in your life, man, you got to praise them.
Replacement leg. And what that does is it allows a person to actually compete while they're in the base shop to be the best player on the actual potential broker's team. And then what happens is when that person becomes a broker, we have the right to choose their best leg. And that concept was designed by the founder of the company to make sure that we spend time, not just with the person becoming a broker, but spend time with all of their teammates. Because we don't know which one's going to be the replacement leg, and they don't know. So we decided that we would take the best leg that we felt at that moment in time. And we don't get it right all the time, but in this case, I think we got it right. Eli and Vonda Jones, one of the greatest men in town. He's ferocious. He has a mindset of kill or be killed. I've never met anybody like him with this intensity. We're blessed to have him.
Go, Eli.
Hey, Jonas. What's calling now? Hello?
Hey, Eli?
Yeah, Coach, what's up? How you doing?
Coach Cornegay, how are you?
I'm good.
Are you with Miss Wanda?
With the family, chilling, what's up?
Well, look, we've been following your career since the minute you walked on the field, and your work ethic is unmeasurable. Your commitment to the game, you're such a great role model. We would like for you to come play for the Dynasty this way.
Wanda and Eli Jones of Melon 17. The Prince
I'll be the preacher, you be the confession. I'll be the
We got one more call to make. 1 second. Long and short, young, hungry, a family of integrity. And that got each other's backs. They represent Black excellence. And we are proud to have them as your place today. Hey, Miss Shane.
Hello?
It's Coach Cornigan. How are you?
I'm well, how are you?
Great. Are you with Laurel?
I am, he's right here.
What's going on, Coach Cornegay?
On behalf of the Dynasty Hierarchy and the Primerica franchise, I know you guys have waited a long time, and thank God we're still in the first round, waiting for the family. And we'd like to give you an invitation to come play for the greatest team in the
It's been a great minute so far. Learned a lot of nuggets and everything. Man, I just want to shout out to, first off, I got to give it up to Big G, right? First off, putting this together. $2.5 million putting this together, and don't have to be here, but I appreciate the environment, I appreciate everything that you do, it had allowed me to speak. So I appreciate you big time. Definitely give it to my coach, R. Martinez, for sure. When stocks are down, the chips are low. When things ain't going your way, right? You got to have a coach, like all right, man. He could easily just been like, man, I'm gonna give up on this guy. He ain't doing the production, he ain't doing the recruits, he ain't producing how he should. But guess what? He's always been by my side. He did things in business where I don't take it for granted, not one bit. So he invested in me when my stock was low. So I gotta give it to Dr. Martinez for sure, man. My pops saying you gonna be here tomorrow, right? But I gotta give it to my dad for sure. I was gotta shout him out because, man, he been day one. I can count my finger right now how many people supported, that's been there for me, you know what I mean? During the hard times in the business and everything that we got going, man. So I gotta give it to my dad, you know. So, I know that this video on Monday, I know, but I'm gonna say I gotta shout out to God for sure because at the end of the day, like, it takes a lot of faith to really. Imagine you riding sales, you know for a fact you ain't gonna get paid, you ain't getting paid no money, and you're like, man, like you just gotta keep pushing through it. So I'm gonna tell you something. 2021, when actually I had COVID, my dad was in the hospital at the same time, right? This is before I went RBP, and I got a call from my dad, right? My dad was like, hey son, I had to go to emergency surgery. You see my dad on Instagram, he flexing like he working out all the time, but people don't know he gets type 2 diabetic. He had a certain emergency surgery he had to get to. And I was in the barbershop getting my hair cut at the time, and he was like, son, I gotta go to emergency surgery, and
I don't know what's gonna happen, you know, etc. Right? And I got that phone, and when I was on my ride home, I was like, man, like, what if I didn't get it done? Like, what if my son has my pops? I ain't even an RVP yet. I ain't even a 6-figure earner yet. This and that. Like, man, got people counting on me. I'm over here like, I'm gonna do this and that in the business. I ain't get it done. So I'm like, man, you know, from that day on, show up to the office every single day. Every single day, G. Like, man, I'm committed. Like, man, only one at the office showing up at the time. I was like, all right, I need a key, bro. I'm showing up morning. All the chosen ones come back for early morning, late night. I'm the only one at the office. You know, people started clicking after that, but like every single day. And guess what? When I made that commitment, everything else started vibing. Everybody, the right people started tracking, doing big numbers. It's 8 months later, go RVP. After that commitment, you know, I've been in the business sometime before that. Never went RVP, doing numbers, sitting in the back and this and that. But I think I know you put the steps like, man, the behavior shows up before you do, your energy shows up before you do. So when I made that commitment, guess what? Everything else started flowing. So guess what? Made that commitment, and we're doing these big numbers, right? 100,000, breaking records, everything all good. We're at the top, competing at a high level, right? Competing with the top RVPs. There's even times, Gary, where we're regionals, but we put in the RVP category for big events, you know? Yep. And everything's all good. People, we speak at company events. We fly with Art, we're going to Virginia, right? We're going to all these different places. People, I'm helping out people's Zoom calls. People DM me on Instagram, like, what you guys doing out there? What you guys got going on? What you guys got cooking? I'm like, man, I feel good when you got the high, right? But guess what? You know, some of that stuff was it's a little bad. It was bad business. A lot of it, you know. But guess what? You know, I was like, you know, you can either sit in that, you know, like the bad business. I was like, you know what? You have a perspective how you can look at it, man. You can look at it like, you know what? I'm gonna let that stop me. I'm gonna let that keep going, you know. And imagine going from doing 100,000 and then get it 12 months later, you go RVP, you back at ground zero. You struggling to do 10,000 in production, right? And that's where I was right here. I was like, man, I'm gonna call for this 10% bonus right out of the RVP. You know what I mean? The only thing that saved me was like the future jersey. You know, I'm like, that's imagine going to that like Supreme Screen, like that roller coaster is like you go all the way up, and then guess what, you get hit down. But how you gonna respond to that is the main thing. So, you know, I'm gonna tell you guys something. You know, the biggest thing is kind of like you gotta just snap out of it. You gotta make that snap moment, you know, and stop feeling bad for yourself. You can be the victim or the victor at the end of the day. You can be like, you know what, I'm just gonna keep pushing through it, or you're just gonna let it sit there. You know, and a lot of times, you know, yeah, the QBI was down. You know, quality business as RVP. You know,
It's 30 minutes, so look at the clock over there. Yeah, it's right here. I got it. All right, cool. I want to say, as I woke up today and put on my, you know, hopped in my Rolls Royce, told myself it wasn't always like this, right? And so I want to ask y'all a question. Who do you know personally, right? Who do you know that makes $500,000, $1 million plus? Like, who do you know that makes that type of money? Anybody have a friend like that? Outside Primerica. Yeah, Shane, you have a friend, family member? Who is that?
NFL buddy.
NFL buddy. Okay, perfect. Anybody else? Eli? Sir. NFL? Not for long. Clarence?
NFL.
NFL. Okay. Anybody else? Yeah. Ingrid?
Somebody in entertainment.
Entertainment. Okay. April?
My parents.
Your parents? Okay. What they do?
My father's CEO of Paxdale and AT&T.
Okay. CEO of Paxdale. Okay.
close out this section and go into the party section. All right, I'm not going to end this meeting without hearing from you and Vaughn, of course. How do you keep doing it, man? Why do you keep doing it? You keep going after it constantly, consistently. Technically, from where you come from, like where we come from, you know, you could have tapped out at $500,000 a year. I think $500,000 a year would still make you one of the rich people in your family. Am I correct? $500,000 a year is a great lifestyle. And you can also go to Texas where $500,000 quickly turns into $1 million, okay? But you still do it. So can you do me a favor and grace the stage, Art? You did a great job yesterday, but I really want to hear from you. We'll never close out a game without you saying something. Y'all show some love for Art. Really nice.
All right, thank you so much. Thank you. I appreciate that. Listen, I'm going to make it quick. First of all, let's give it up to Pat and Gary Corniday for putting this together. Thank you, bro. Never gets old. Aren't you glad y'all here? Yeah. Yeah, you're here, man. I love it. Listen, who wants to grow? Okay, I'm going to give you, look, if you want to grow, the first letter is what? G. G. And if you want to grow, you got to be grateful. I think that's probably the number one thing that if you're here today, that you gotta know that you have a shot. So you gotta be grateful. And whenever you feel like, man, things are not going your way, or things are not happening like you want them to be, like you gotta stop for a second and go, you know what? Let me write down what I'm grateful for. And maybe you're not making $1 million yet, maybe you're not an RVP yet, maybe you didn't walk the stage yet, maybe you're sitting here for the very first time, and I remember my first award show, right? My hands hurt so much, I was clapping so much, but I was what? I was grateful. And whether you're at the top or the bottom, at some point you got to recognize that you have a shot, right, to really change your life. So if you want to grow, the first letter is G, and you got to be a G. The second letter is R. You got to reach for it, because it ain't going to come to you. You know, I remember hearing this a long time ago. I don't know if it was you, Gary, probably you. He said, raise your hand. Raise your hand. Y'all raise your hand. Do it higher. Do it higher. You can do it higher, yes or no? See, there's always another level. There's always another level. But most people, guess what? You're not reaching and really trying to find out the best version of yourself, and that's why you're not growing. Self-mastery, remember that word? Self-mastery is all about what? Wanting to find out the best version of yourself. So the second letter is you got to reach. O, you got to be optimistic. It's easy to be negative, yes or no? But you want to grow, you got to be optimistic. You got to look at the glass half what? Half full and not what? Half empty. What's wrong? They spelled my name wrong, on the plaque. They didn't call my name. Be optimistic. But you know what? They didn't call my name. Next time they're going to make sure they call my name twice. The world is built with people that are optimistic, not pessimistic. Not what's wrong. It's always what's right. And if you're here today, you should be going, what? Thank God, man. Right? I'm here with the what? I'm in the proximity of what? In the proximity of winners. Yeah. And the last thing, if you want to grow, is your ass got to work. It ain't going to come to you. Does that make sense? It ain't going to come to you. Everyone that walked the stage, think of everything that grows, right? It's got to work, yes or no? Yes. Yeah. A piece of grass got to work. Yep. Yes or no? Yes. Right? A piece of grass, just to go from a seed to a blade of grass, got to grow. It's got to work. So Gary, for us, it's like, yeah, you know what, dude? Like, I appreciate the award, and I'm going to continue to get it next year. Because I'm willing to grow. I'm grateful for this opportunity. I'm grateful for you and Pat. I'm grateful for my spouse. I'm grateful for our team. Chosen ones. Are you guys in the house or what? Chosen ones! I'm grateful for the hierarchy. I'm grateful for the company. Does that make sense? I reached. Let's go for the second diamond. Let's go for 2,000 goals. Let's go for Circle Champions. Guys, right? You always got to reach for the next. It's not district leader. Nobody comes down and celebrates a district. Does that make sense? That's our first base, yes or no? You got to come all the way back home. So take a snapshot of what your life is right now. Because when you're finished with it here, it's going to be totally different than when you started. Not bragging, but we're probably next week we're closing on our 6th home. 6 homes. I don't know what we need 6, but we will have 6 homes. Guys, you should be excited, fired up, right? You gotta be optimistic. We come from an 800 square foot home. 800, no sidewalks, no street lights. Gary pulled up in an S550 Mercedes. I never seen one of those things in the hood like that. It was not a hood, but it was like get goats and chickens hood. You know what I mean?
Country.
Now we're getting ready to close our 6th home. Because why? Optimistic. Optimistic. I love that saying, Gary. You got now, I got what? Next. That's having what? Optimism. And then you got to put the work in. See, when this meeting is over, right, when tomorrow's over, it's not about going home and cutting the grass. Some of y'all should be working right now. I know there's people working right now. Megan Hutchins flew in, right? Right, Eli, where's Eli at, man? I'm not gonna tell his story, but that's a powerful story. You'll tell one day, I'm going like, bro, you're grateful. You reach it, you're optimistic, and you work, and you'll grow. Thank you guys, I appreciate that.
And this individual person, along with some of the great leaders in their organization, but he spearheaded it, and he basically treated his hierarchy like it was a separate company. Smart to do that. And literally, I don't think we lost anybody in that transition. We actually had more people coming to us, but we had to close our doors because they were literally like refugees running to the hierarchy. And he's been paid over $100 million in the company. He's here tonight with us. He could be anywhere in the world. Trust me, when I asked him to come tonight, he said he would be here. He's our featured speaker. You're going to hear from him. But I want him to come up right now and help us do recognition. Can we get a standing ovation for Super SNSD? 20 people that make over $1 million a year. The great SNSD Hector Lamar. See, y'all didn't think I knew him, huh? You don't know him. But they didn't think I knew you, Hector. You know what I'm saying? You don't really know this guy. No, for real. He showed up and we didn't pay him. For 37 years. 37 years, man. So you're going to hear from Hector in a little bit. We're going to do some recognition here. Now I want to introduce all of our regional vice presidents, SCPs, NSP.